Oh, here we are again. Oh, and here we go again. Yeah, this stream should actually be an hour this time. In theory. Maybe. Just gonna clear some camps, do some, maybe a cave or two, but this isn't gonna be some, like, multi-hour stream. I just don't have that kind of time tonight. Well, tonight. At the moment. Yeah, so Flame Cleanse Me is actually like one of the key items for a very specific item later, like is gonna area later on. So for me, this drops me off at the Ainsel River, which I don't remember which boss, or which one this is. Oh, it's these. I hate these things. These ants. I don't think anyone really likes seeing them, but here we are. Oh. Shatter Shard. What do you think that is? Smithing 3? I'll take that. Okay, here we go again. Oh, right. Clayman. Here I am with no. You know what? I'll run them. And there's a malformed star, which sucks, but nothing to do about it. Now, if I remember correctly, other than just being a good way to be behind all that nonsense. I did not remember this. Mushroom. Okay, let's see what we got. Again, it's been way too long since I've done this. Ah! I was right. It is this guy. I hate that. I think everything this guy does is combat. Okay. Yeah, that was 12,000 runes. I probably shouldn't have fought that guy yet, but here we are. Okay. And that was a dragon. Well, dragon kid. Okay. Let's... What? Can I even use that spell? No. How far up am I? I need 34 faith. I have 28. I need another 6 faith before I can even use that spell. But it doesn't have any arcane requirement? I guess it's a dragon cult rather than dragon communion incantation, so that tracks, but still. That is funny. That is funny. Well, I guess I should continue putting levels in faith. Oh boy. Yeah, this is Oh. I didn't mean to jump down here. I mean, it's not bad. It just means I'm in front of this guy, which I didn't want to be. Before you say I'm not fighting them, that's right. I don't, because I don't want to fight them because they suck. So, this guy sells the prisoner attire. Thaw, frost, stimulating, don't care, so subdue. Duplicate Ashes of War, those are both useful, but nothing I need. But still, good to know that that's where it is. Yeah, that's why I hate that thing. And it's out of firing range, so I actually can't hit it with anything. I don't even think I can target it, depending on where I'm standing. Well, time to get the runes back. Yeah, this is the dumb thing with Playmen, is that they don't flinch for anything. Okay. Still not enough to level up anything. But now I have the map. So where I ended up was down here. Realistically, the way you need to go is you need to get dropped off up here, give or take, which requires you to do a very specific quest line, which brings you all the way over here they can go down into what's effectively underrated Lucaria, and, well, there'll be things down there that'll be, need to be dealt with. Also, somewhere I'm not going for quite some time. I'll go all the way up there. I'm gonna go talk to somebody. Go talk to this guy, see if that's... I can advance this quest. Not that way. This way.
Always good to sun. How will I thank you? So what can I do for you?
You've received the will, and I bid you welcome. I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating. You now belong to a select group of folk. You'll be after more then as your fellow, the inheritors of the great. We of the Round Table know the Lord. Godric the Grafted, Lord General Radahn, Praetor Rykard, Morgott the Grand, Renala. You'll still be after more? So, despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque. His castle lies as I suspect you. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion. He fought Melania and her rot to us, and now Caelid has been engulfed. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds. And if it's true, though, I doubt it. Praetor Rykard is he is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors. Reviled for his serpent volcano, Mount Gaunt. It was the stage of the most up. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy. Morgott the Grace-given is Lord of... It lies at the foot of the earth, but the two fingers forbid us from until we've acquired enough grace. Set your sights elsewhere for the time. The Academy of Rea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of the Great Rune dwells within the Amber Egg. I understand you've been speaking to Netha. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ, despite her looks.
Alright, now I can do one of the other quest lines. Now on the plus side, there's very little over here I actually need for my character. And I think the item, honestly the item that drops even from the boss here is pretty crap. However, it does put me in the right direction to hit a certain other boss. And get a certain summon that, while I'm probably not going to use much, Poison Swamp, Miyazaki. Never change.
It's about time I'll see you again, warrior.
Yes, realistically, you should be over here because I want to do your quest line because you drop some useful things. Well, you don't drop useful things. The people around you drop useful things. How about that?
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed the oppression of the weak, a waking nightmare. But this time, and though the suffering can justice to the let the scars I carve.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, not a weapon I'm going to use just because it's a int weapon. But hey, I have it.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. Well. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus and Albinoric, as you can see. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. I beg you. You must keep it up. And if you should need thee, then please give it. I'd show the medallion is it's only a quaint treasure, for we but for dear Latenna. Well, alas.
Yeah. We're going to use every Yeah, no, I love that. Everyone else is hitting him, so he's targeting. That tracks. I actually don't know. Like, the thing is, that is very much that kind of behavior, but at the same time, it's not the traditional one. So, I'll err on the side of caution. Well, how about this? It was made. The account was made today, so yeah, Z, that is probably very, very much one. Also, hi. I'd say it like this, but you can tell Karn's not here. Otherwise, he would have done that a bit ago. Oh, right. Like I said, just some of the... Like, it was just a handful of things. Like, if the account hadn't been made today, I don't think I would have been as suspicious. But the account was made today. So, like, yeah.
Oh, my adventure got rather as his master, but now finished.
Yep, that tells me everything I need to know about you, bastard. Yeah, your second attempts to kill me. I'm trying to remember.
Ah, you, please. It's pathetic, I know, but I... Ah, you, please. It's pathetic.
Yeah. Now I remember.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your own.
Thank you for that. On the plus side, I think pre-DLC the highest faith requirement is 50. So I'm actually well on my way to just being able to use every faith item in the game. So once I reach into the 30s, I can basically just start leveling Arcane, Vigor, Strength, Dex, everything else. So do I want the hammer that I'm never going to use, or the great axe that I'm probably never going to use, or the fist that only takes a bit more strength than I can use? Fist. For this build at any rate. Now, Where do I want to go? Yeah, I'll do the gate town. It does. It does. Don't, like I said, I never said I disagreed with you, Z. You'll notice I never disagreed with your statement. More of a, I went from, yeah, that's kind of suspicious, to, oh, yeah, that's obvious. You know, it's kind of funny. After having played it through Elden Ring many times, both on my main character and then multiple side characters, including the active playthrough, I can see where people say that Elden Ring is easier than Dark Souls 3 or any of just the normal Souls like in general. But I also think the fact that certain things are easier actually makes it harder for other players. I know how that sounds, but hear me out. You have way more options, which means that if you actually want to play all the options, you either need to have a multi-NG plus character, which, again, I don't think anyone's going to say having, you know, NG plus 3 or 4 is easier. It's not. Or play through it multiple times, at which point you have to go through the I have very little health decks or the like. So, yeah, I can see that it's easier in the sense of, like, oh, you have way more options to make the game easier for yourself. But you also have way more options that take a long time to actually flesh out into what people would say is easier. This one is... I'll probably finish this little mine and then call it. Okay. Not what I was after, but I will definitely take it. There's a shortcut. Yeah, I generally leave the ones that are actually mining alone because they're not hostile. At least, not at the start. There's the boss. Yeah. Oh. Okay. And that's why I sent the lift up. And why no matter how many times I say it, those enemies are annoying. Ha! In your face platforming. Yeah, because platforming in Souls games is Shatter Earth. I think that's basically their little drill over there. Okay, yeah, Smithing Stone Miner 1. That's worth it. Oh. But now, I can buy Smithing Stone 1 and 2s, which is useful. Very useful. Oh hey, I can actually use everything they have for sale, which would be interesting if any of what they were selling interested me. Oh, yeah, use that. So, double check. Can I do anything with you?
Always good to son.
Greeting, are you here for...
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
I could. I am tempted. But no. Not this round. Why do you acquire base smithing stones rather than smithing your sombers? Because I can only get one of them. Whatever. Hello, weapon that is now objectively better than anything else I own. Where else could I go? We do. So Lucaria Manor. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna break the game. I'm gonna go do something. It's gonna take a while, but it'll help. It'll get me a bunch of levels. If I survive, that is. Key. There's a key word in that. So, this location is called Dragon Barrow. There's a good reason it's called that. That being said, now that guy is not specifically because of that guy. No. It's because something much bigger and much scarier is here. And realistically, I should not be here. This is... I'm basically going to try and outrun a dragon. That's why I said I would be amazed if this works. Because my goal is not to fight him. My goal is much further around the bend. But getting there is a pain. To go there from the top at least. Now, if you've noticed that Caleb, if your first thought is that Caleb looks like it's been turned into a hellscape, I present to you what happens when Scarlet Rot, you know, the thing that the dog, that little dog I have, inflicts. This is what happens when this is not contained in a single strike. It's contained in a chemical attack, effectively. Like. That's why it's called Dragon Barrow. Oh, right, it's behind her. On the side is behind. Now, you see all these tiny dragons? Yeah, they can and will kill you. But what I'm looking for is this. Because on the other end of this structure is what I need in order to get to the Altus Plateau. Now, I have absolutely no intention of going to Altus yet, because if I don't want to deal with linear scaling, well, I'm just SOL. If I don't want to deal with Dragon Barrow scaling, I just need to do Dragon Barrow. Altus and Caelid are around the same difficulty level. Time to cheese. Yeah, very boring. However, also very valid. If they made her boss fight a little bit less frustrating, I don't think this would be as much of a problem. But it's like either you fight it's like 6 dragons, or you kill her, and she can't move. Wait a minute. Can't I do that? It's like, you're going to reset her health. Okay, for one, A, I don't care. And B, I want to get a... I need to swap out a incantation because I forgot to do so. Oh, wait, no, over here. And this is why I use Bloodflame Blade, because it's just a lot easier. And unless I have a lightsaber. So, because this is the only time the game would want you to fight multiple dragons at the same time, and let me tell you. That is not something you ever want to do if you can help it. And FromSoft wanted to fix this. They've had more than enough opportunity. All they had to do is remove this segment of the hitbox, and this would prevent the other cheese that is a standing behind them and smacking them. So this is going to look weird considering. However, that gives me about a minute left to beat it. Yeah, and I had, what's this, 37.89 up to I present to you why I did it that way. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is why I came over here. Get some of that. Get some there. I see another. That was an easy 5 levels. And what do you know? My dex is now at 19, which I think unlocks. Oh, hey, I can use the twin blade now. I can also now use Frozen Needle, Rajia's Rapier. Very little up here changes. Down here, I don't think anything changes, because I think what I actually need is strength for some of these weapons. I need arcane as well. Okay, yeah. One more level of dex and I can use the War Spear. Ta-da! And I just need strength to use some of these others. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. That happened. Also, because I need to. someone queue up Duel of Fates? Alright. But back to business. Yes, the scaling at this stage is weird. That went better and worse than I expected. I didn't expect to take the damage, but I also didn't expect to not get poisoned. So, hooray. Do I try? Honestly, the item that's in there isn't going to help me much. Not with this build. So... like 2,000 experience. 2,000 runes. Do you know what's easy to get runes from? Yep, time to go punish clean rod knights again. Go knock over some of these guys. Just have to hit the next stage of level up. Okay. I think that's enough for my next level, so hooray. So here's the question, do I level up? Do I get the next... Oh, wait, no, that's not enough for level up. Okay, well, you know what that means. One more loop! And hey, maybe that means I also get, I can finish the rest of their armor. So right now I've got the helmet, the main armor, and the greaves. What? Yeah, well, that's unfortunately I have to go back anyway, because otherwise that is my favorite spot. The Scarlet Rot. I don't. You know what? I'll do Faith. Alright, I'll just do one last lap because now wow, that was much harder than it needed to have been. Hey, what did I say about getting the gauntlets? So, this is where Melania actually unleashed the Scarlet Rot. Maybe that's what I need to call it. I'm obviously not thinking at this point, which bugs me. But when have I ever done the smart thing and walked away from the game? We got those rooms. Yeah, I know those automatons are actually, like, synonymous with magic, but there's a reason for that. That is Celia, the town of sorcery. And somewhere I need to go for a quest as well. For like, actually, it's like 3 quests. Okay, so give me my map. Yeah, this is Caelid itself. Like, that's Celia. This is Dragon Barrow, and home of some of the worst scaling in the game. Considering how easy it is to get over here, quite frankly. This is Inner Aeonia. This is where Melania went ballistic. This is a castle that I'm not going to for a bit yet. This entire area is a boss arena. Okay, Helena Felly armor set. Yeah, this is how you get the run items. Everyone has their set of items that they will always sell. Weapons that can drop multiple times are pretty much always a safe bet. Like, I can get both Lord Turn Straight Swords gone because I'm never going to use them. Everything else here is very few things that are not drops. Same here. Arrows, don't care, don't care. So I go up to 4.6. I lose a little bit of physical resistance, but I get overall physical resistance goes down slightly, but the rest of it goes up. That's literally just better immunity, robust, and focus in exchange for like everything else getting so much worse. See above. So there's another boss over here that I need to beat at some point in time, but I know I can't now. I don't have the weapon. I don't have the weapon, the Spirit Ash. I got nothing going for me in terms of actually being able to beat him. Visual Gen Comedian. Dragon Moon Goose, maybe? Yeah, this is how you get dragon grease. But as you can see, in order to actually get a lot of... to use a lot of these, I need to have much better arcane. Sizably better arcane in case it's unlike Rail's Roar. But, Rotten Breath is, Scarlet Rot, that's always nice, even if it costs a ton of FP to do. Same with Dragon Ice. Dragon Claw is nice. Grail's Roar is just, oh, let me debuff everything around me. Well, actually, wait, I could get Dragon Claw. I can't get Dragon Claw, I don't have that arcane. Time to do something incredibly stupid and liable to get me killed. However, yeah, I want that armor. I'm gonna knock him out one more time, and then that will be the end of... probably be the end of stream for tonight. I've got earlier morning than I want, even if I'm off work. Really? I take back the one more time statement. I didn't think I would beat it that quick. But it does tell me that I'm on the right track to doing this quick. And that's actually what I wanted the most. Because even if I can't wear it to full effect yet, it looks so good. It just looks so good. But okay, if you're gonna drop new things for me time after time, can you give me the armor set? Like the actual armor, not the gauntlets or the like. This is a string of luck I was not anticipating. I had the entirety of the Clean Run armor set. I'm 2 items off of getting his armor set complete. Compared to the rest of it. Oh. Okay, I was not anticipating him dropping new things every time I beat him, so... here we go, though, I guess. Whatever. Okay, there we go. He finally did not respawn. So, that is what I shall call it. Or I did not drop an item. So I will call it here. Thank you for coming to my admittedly short stream, but yeah, it is what it is. See you all next time.